Look, we're not together anymore. Can you please just let me move on? So you're trying to move on and break up our family? What? You forced me to break up with you by treating me terribly, and now a week later, you're already in a relationship. I'm not in a relationship with anybody else. That's just my friend. So your friend that has met your parents, met our daughter, and you drive 3 hours a day to see, right? Yes, exactly. Just a friend. Okay, I'm gonna get a friend just like that, okay? If you do that, you make sure you just let them know I'm crazy, and I'm gonna stop paying daycare, and I'm gonna stop helping out financially. So if I do the exact same thing to you, you're doing to me, you'll stop helping me out financially. I'm gonna stop coming around our daughter, period, because you breaking up the family when you do stuff like that. You have somebody else. What are you talking about? If you break up our family, I'm not gonna see that little girl anymore. That little girl is your daughter. You're not gonna see her anymore when you already moved on? That's exactly what I'm going to do, and just make sure she knows it's your fault.
What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. I am your host, Mr. Lee Hammock, the self-aware narcissist from TikTok, Instagram, and social media. If this is your first time seeing my face, I use my platform to raise awareness for narcissistic personality disorder and also, in the process, validate the victims and survivors of said disorder. Now, this series, I just go into greater detail into my TikToks and my YouTube shorts and whatnot. Those are 60 seconds. These are going to be a little bit longer. The skit you just watched was an example of a narcissist, using their kids as leverage to keep you in a relationship, and also a little sprinkle of financial abuse, a little sprinkle, because a lot of times when you're dealing with a narcissist, and you have kids involved, and like y'all are co-parent or not co-parenting, y'all are like living together, paying bills together and things like that. And you can't survive without the narcissist. The narcissist tends to set it up so you can't survive without them. So if they decide to leave you, to abandon you, to go find somebody else, to find new supply and whatnot, you can't pay the bills without them. So in order to keep you in this, in order to keep you in the supply chain, they will threaten to not pay the bills and to abandon the kids. A lot of times, especially if it's a man that's doing the if it's a narcissistic male that is leaving their kids and their family behind or whatnot, they'll threaten to tell their kids and stuff like that you were the reason that they're not a family anymore, and they're also threatening to just to abandon the kids because you want to keep your family together, you want to keep your kids together and things like that. You want to keep, in your mind, you want to keep everything together, and you don't want your kids to hate you. You think that 2-parent households work better than 1-parent households, so you just want to try your hardest to keep this family together. And you don't want them to not have a father, or sometimes it's the mother that leaves the kids and things like that. So you want to try your hardest to keep this family together. So you kind of give in. You know what I mean? The threat of somebody abandoning their kids, because you want them to care about their kids. You want to keep their family together. But when somebody says that I'm not going to be there for the kids if I can't be with you, they don't love those kids. I know a lot of people asking me, do narcissists love their kids? If they can open their mouth and say that, threaten to abandon the kids, walk out on those kids' lives because you don't want to be with them anymore, because they have moved, or the narcissists themselves have moved on, they don't love those kids. Those kids are leverage to keep you in this situation, to keep you right here sucked into the situation, and to keep you, down and out and not being able to move on. Because like narcissists, we just love having more than one source of supply, backup people. So you go from being the main supply to the backup supply, and you can't find out. And in that example right there, that's a real life example. If I talked to somebody on my one-on-one, she told me that's her life. That's her life. She said, if I move on, he's threatening to come over here and shoot the house up, or to make sure if you move on, you telling your baby daddy crazy. But he has a whole girlfriend. That man has a whole girlfriend, is denying the girlfriend, but is threatening to do harm to her, threatening to remove financial assistance, and threatening to abandon the kids to keep her from moving on, while he is actively moving on. And he doesn't see a problem with that. He said, if you want your lifestyle to continue along the lines of this, be the same way, if you want me in your life, it's going to be on my terms, not your terms. And that's the narcissistic mindset right there. It's going to be on my terms and not your terms. She's financially dependent upon him because she can't continue her lifestyle with her kids without the dad around to pay the bills. So he's threatening to remove finances, financial abuse. Kids is leverage. Threatening to remove himself out of the kid's life. Kids is leverage. Parental alienation, threatening to take care of the court and stuff like that, and like, I don't want you to, I don't want those kids, and blah blah blah. If I can't have you, I don't want those kids. If you do move on, let them know that I'm going to, come over to shoot the house up. I'm going to do some damage to them, or whatever. I'm going to do that damage to you. Possession. A relationship with a narcissist tends to shift from ownership, tends to shift from love to ownership and possession. Well, it doesn't feel like love anymore. It feels like you belong to them. Like you can't move on, but they can do whatever the hell they want to do. And that's how the narcissist mind works. That's how our minds click. That's how it works and things like that. And a lot of times it's hard for you to get out of it because when you try to move on, that narcissist will also, this is another way. Let me back up. This is another way that they will use the kids as leverage too. Like if y'all are trying to co-parent and y'all don't live together anymore, they will refuse to see the kids unless they can see the kids at your house, at your residence. I don't want to see the kids anywhere else but your house. And that's another way to keep you from moving on, to keep you from being happy, to keep you from feeling safe in your own home. Because they don't have to live there. They can move on. They can do whatever they want to do, but you can't. So you have to stand up for yourself and start setting boundaries. Call the police if you want to. I don't want to call the police on my baby daddy. I don't want to call the police on my baby mama. Call the damn police. I know people are going to say, leave the police. Don't do anything. Stop being afraid. Stop being afraid. I don't want to take their dad away from them. Then he shouldn't be acting like that. Y'all stop excusing other people's behavior and don't come at me with the trauma bond because I know it. Stop excusing other people's behaviors. Stop making excuses for other people's behaviors because they will keep you in this cycle of perpetual unhappiness. You will go to the grave and they will dance in your grave, take that kid and start another family. They won't think about you ever again. Or they'll use your death as to get other people. I'm just sorry, my baby mama passed away. Can I pee? My baby mama passed away last month. Can I have some cheeks, please? Can I clap your cheeks, please? My baby mama passed away. My baby daddy died. Can you please clap my cheeks? Stuff like that. That's evil, y'all. I'm just telling you the mindset. The mindset of a narcissist is a fickle thing. So stop letting people use the kids as leverage. Get leverage on yourself. Get leverage on your own situation. Take them out for child support. If they want to deny financial assistance because y'all had them, like that woman right there, she said they had an agreement that he would just pay half of everything, and she wouldn't take him out for child support. He violated the terms of the agreement by threatening to remove financial assistance, trying to hold her hostage financially hostage. Stop being so nice to people because your niceness will 100% be weaponized against you. It just will. 100,000%. You got to stop letting people use the kids as leverage because the kids know. The kids know that stuff. The kids can tell and sense that you're unhappy. Your kids deserve the best version of you, not this beat down, watered down, just destroyed, broken version of you. Stop that. That's how you start a generational curse, by giving your kids the broken version of yourself. Stop giving your kids that broken version. They don't deserve it. Your kids deserve to grow up better than you did. Just point blank period. Better than we did. We got to stop creating narcissists. Creating memes out here. Stop doing that. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Like and subscribe to the channel. Mental Illness is out. Peace.